Right, now I've been off my meds for a few days, and doctors, sometimes they screw up prescriptions, but I'm officially back on my meds. Yay! But when I'm off my meds for a few days, my head just kind of goes irky. My meds are super important. Um, but when I get back on them, my head gets really kind of super fast, and like my brain just goes 90 to the dozen. And it goes a bit like I can imagine sort of autistic brains or ADHD brains, just constantly sort of whirring. And it got me thinking, which is amazing sometimes, really, because I do wonder sometimes whether or not I have the ability, but does make me wonder sometimes whether or not I have the ability. But obviously at this time of year, there is a hell of a lot that especially parents have to deal with. And especially if you've got like more than one child. But even if you've got one child, you've still got to have to plan and organise and pay for a lot of things. Nothing is cheap. It just isn't. And if you're lucky, you've got children who still believe in Santa. Now, I have an autistic. He is 21 and he still believes in Santa. It's actually kind of sweet. Now, in my house, as far as my son is concerned, Santa brings him one present, sometimes two, that he wants the most. So he writes a list, and the presents at the top of his list are the things that he desperately wants, and they're the things that Santa gets him. Okay, Santa is super organised and knows exactly what he wants. It's incredible. But he also knows that everything else is bought by me and other people. So it's not that he believes that Santa buys everything or gives him everything or makes everything. He knows that he only gets one, maybe two presents from Santa. And everything else is bought by me and sometimes other people. So it's kind of nice that he still believes. Now, if your children still believe, you have this whole concept of having to hide everything, which I like, which is also another thing I really like, that he doesn't believe that Santa buys everything. So I don't have to hide all of his presents because he knows that Santa doesn't give him everything. So it works. Now, this concept that Christmas is always super busy, it's super expensive, and the price of milk, even the price of essentials has skyrocketed all over the world. So everything is super expensive. But at this time of year specifically, like the whole of November, you have what's classed as a Black Friday, which I find absolutely hilarious. Now, in America, right, you have like Thanksgiving, and around Thanksgiving you have like Black Friday deals. Now, I reckon when all this started, like when this whole Black Friday started, and I do put it in air quotes, I'll tell you why, right, because I reckon at the time when it first started, I never did look it up because I can't bother, because like my head's just like going woo woo woo, and I just want to just tell you anyway. So I can't bother to look it up, so I'm just going to say what I think, and it's my opinion. You can do what you like with it. So if you want to look it up and put in the comments exactly when Black Friday started, you can. I don't care. It's fine. It'd be kind of awesome for you to tell me. It'd be awesome. I can't bother. So yeah. Like I said, my head's just kind of going woo. But yeah, I reckon when it first started, it actually was one day of deals over in America for and around like their Thanksgiving celebrations, right, where they had one day, just one day, and it was for like a Friday, hence the name. What I never understood is the actual name of it, Black Friday. Maybe it was just purely because it was so chaotic. They understood that because it was a one day of discounts, one day of discounted shopping, just one day of discounted shopping, especially in America, because we've seen all the videos of discounted shopping in America, and it's chaos, utter chaos. That's probably why it originally was just named Black Friday, because of absolute chaos that ensued. You know, and people do get hurt. We've seen it on all those weird videos, how people have actually gotten hurt due to this deal, this one day of deals. But now these Black Friday deals happen for an entire month, like one whole month, like their entire month. I mean, now you get like online Black Friday deals that last an entire month, pretty much an entire month, right? Because every time I go shopping, every time I log into my online stuff, right, it comes up Black Friday deals, Black Friday deals. It's everywhere. Now, Black Friday deals going on online pretty much an entire month. In fact, we're now in December and they're still going. Okay, so this reality of Black Friday, it lasts for weeks. So they should change the name. Well, I think they should. I don't care what they call it, but I think they should change the name, because it's no longer one day and it's no longer just a Friday. It's weeks worth of discounts. Maybe they should call it the Christmas discount or the holiday discounts. And I reckon they should, because I think it would be kind of cool if they call it the holiday discounts. I think it would just have a nicer ring to it rather than Black Friday, make it all doomy gloomy, because, you know, when it first started, it probably was just doomy gloomy, because like everybody just rushed to the shops for that like one day of deals, and it was chaos everywhere. Because we've seen all the videos of it all. It's all online. We've all seen them. You look it up and you can see like all this weird stuff. It's just crazy. Why you people go so crazy, I have no idea. But yeah, but it's now weeks worth of like deals. So it's like they should change it from Black Friday, because it's no longer on a Friday for a start. I mean, there are Fridays involved, but it's no longer a Black Friday event. It's now weeks worth of events, of an event, not events, but it's a week's worth of an event. So it should change the name and make it less doomy gloomy and more happy jolly. At least in my opinion and in my head, because right now my head's just going no to it, doesn't it? I think it'd be kind of cool. So they should call it the Christmas deals or the holiday deals, because we can't really call it Christmas deals because there's more than one holiday at this time of the year. We've got to be respectful now. Christmas is not the only holiday at this time of year, and Christmas is only at the end of December. So we've got to remember at this time of year there is more than one holiday. And so call it the holiday deals. And that way you combine everybody's religions and everybody's faith, and it actually makes far more sense, because it's no longer a one-day event on a Friday. It's a week's worth of deals. At least in my head right now, it makes complete sense. I mean, you lot can all tell me I'm being weird, because quite frankly I feel a bit weird, because it's just going woo at the moment. It's like I feel a bit crazy at this precise moment, because I actually do feel a bit crazy at the precise moment, but it does kind of happen on the odd occasion where if I have days where my medication, if I'm not taking my medication properly because, you know, my prescriptions are screwed up, and then I go back on my medication properly, my head just goes whoosh, and then I feel weird, and it'll crash later and I'll go so yeah, I do feel a bit like this is how autistics or ADHD people feel like all the time. So yeah, I can relate at this precise moment in time. This is how they must feel all the time. It's like so yeah, but yeah, but I do think it makes sense. I mean, you can tell me I'm being a bit kind of weird because it sounds a bit weird, but it does kind of make sense. At least I think it makes sense. I mean, you lot can say it doesn't make sense, but to me it makes sense. Yeah, it does make sense, considering they are still going on. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'll speak to you later. Bye.